Look over here.
David's really did not care at all. Did not care one bit about the intro. And I'm kidding. Okay. Anyway. Mabuhay. And welcome to the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real and the tea in reality, and you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. And welcome to
Look over here.
Our exclusive companion series, where today we are diving into the looks from episode 1 of season 3 of Drag Race Philippines. I'm Logan, where faces have been gay. Gay, I am still drinking coffee. It is much later than it was when we started the episode recap, but it's okay. I also have water because hydration is incredibly important. Shout out to Jada Essence Hall. I'm still wearing the same things that I wore in the episode recap, and I still have a cup mug. And we all do. Ooh, cup mug. Ooh. CreationScience.com. Link is in the description below. We do ship domestic North America and internationally, so there are no excuses.
Well, I'm David Healy, and I still don't have a cute intro, but I still have a captivating shirt. I'm wearing my captivating cat shirt, and I'm still drinking water. And I'm typing something, which will come into play, and that's why I'm distracted. Sorry, guys.
Oh. Is it? Okay.
Oh, no, it's nothing bad.
Okay, nothing bad, yeah. Anyways, and I am Brandon, a professional fangirl of console dragon video games. As always, I'm drinking my lead because, again, cold. It's nice and cold, and I love it. So,
well, we are going to waste no time because we've got entrance looks and runway looks to talk about. So, before we start, make sure to subscribe if you've not already, because we are here almost all the time giving you almost all things drag. Check the description below for where you can find our audio podcasts, our other YouTube channels, and our Patreon for exclusive content and early access, including early access to the Look Over Here episodes for all of the Drag Race franchises we are currently covering. So, boom, boom. Fastest intro of all time. Probably not.
Love that.
We're going to start with our entrance looks. We make sure to check out the episode recap where we talked all about the other things with the episode for a very long time. This is just going to be entrances. Boom, shakak, boom. First up, Angel.
Why are you staring at me?
Because you're beautiful.
Beautiful. No, yeah. Coming off as the first queen coming in, and honestly, a very clean look. Very impressed again. Angel showing her body as she is because she's a woman. And I do love this like color palette because I'm like not only I'm seeing like the basic like blue and purple, but I do see a touch of green as well in here. Like just
I see it.
Yeah. So I like this, and also this makeup is very clean as well. Like you can tell that like she's showing off her women features in the best way possible, and I'm so happy to see that for her. And yeah, the very clean, like simple but very effective.
Yeah, I do like it. It's a little simple, but the color scheming I really like. Not the craziest fan of any type of nude illusion going on. So I think maybe that detracted a little bit, but overall, it's good.
Yeah, I think it's a solid entrance. It doesn't do a whole lot for me. It doesn't really scream who she is, but I think the look overall is very, very solid. I love that we have the slit on the side that goes all the way up to the hip. Like, that's really interesting. And I love the asymmetry of the dress because of that. I don't think this is the world's worst nude illusion. The problem with this nude illusion is that it is a cooler tone of the color that she was going for, and her actual skin tone is a lot warmer. So I think that's really what ends up kind of giving a little bit of a disparity there. But overall, I'm not mad at this.
Mm-hmm.
Scores.
Yeah. For me, gonna give it an 83.
Okay, I gave it a 72, and I do have a River's scores. River gave it a 74.
I give Angel an 80. Next up, Versex.
already giving the Fashion Week vibes, and I am loving it. Love the I'm seeing like all of the pictures in here because it's giving like not only like magazine cover but also like magazine just shoots in general, and love the touch of what she brought in on her hand. I think that's supposed to be like a briefcase of sorts, but correct me if I'm wrong about that. But love the reference to Fashion Week. I do also like the spike on the one leg. And the accessories too, it's different on both arms. One is just the more round on the right arm, and you can see, and then the other arm has one ring of that, and then it's just the like silver cuff, and then like whatever this black accessory is, which I'm obsessed with. I if I'm seeing this right, it says "bitch goddess" for one of the texts, and then "we heart our customers," which is which is kind of cool. Kind of all over the place, but still very smart on what Versex did here.
Yeah, she definitely came out looking very fashionable. For me, it just feels a little small. Like she kind of looked tiny, especially compared to everybody else in this. So I just wanted to see more of a drag version of whatever's going on here. So it was not one of my favorites.
It's interesting that you say that, David, because I'm going back to what she said in the Meet the Queens, where she described her drag as designed for daylight. And I think that's exactly what we're seeing here. I think this is the drag version of what she's doing. And it is a more fashion forward, on trend with what's currently happening. And this does feel very current in the way that she's presenting it. I love having the shoulders exposed. I love the high slit. It's chaotic, but in a way that I do really, really enjoy. It's organized chaos. And I think that's what I like the most about it. And I really do like the hair as well.
I love the reference to organized chaos because that's basically me right now.
Right. Scores.
I'm going to give this a 77.
I gave it a 67, and River gave it a 96. 96.
Well, I'm a little bit closer to River. I gave Versex an 88.
Okay.
John Fedellaga.
Was the wedding canceled? I love that comment. I believe Angel said that.
I think so.
But this is like regal and rich. I love the concept of like where she was going here with like a black dress. And trying to like see all like the texture of this entire dress because like it's giving. Love the like black wig. Of course, when she entered in with the veil and then took it off, just obsessed. Like, just give me the drama.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's funny you say that because the drama was my favorite part about it. Like, she really sold it well, but the look itself, I feel like it's something I've seen a million times before. Like, it's a very familiar silhouette, so it didn't really leave a strong impression on me as a look itself. But she sold it well.
Yeah, I think I agree with you a little bit, David. I like the dress. I think the dress is good. It is, something we've seen a lot. What really kills this look for me is this atrocious hard front wig. I hate this wig. I hate this wig. Burn the wig. I hate this wig. Because it's so hard on her forehead that it's just like it looks like a black bald cap.
Oh yeah.
It kind of looked like a do-rag to me a little bit.
I'm not gonna go that far because that's not what she's going for. I know that for sure.
No,
I'm not saying
just
that.
Ew. I know you're not. It really ruins the look for me.
Yeah, it's kind of all the way down too, because like
it's so far down on her forehead that her face looks tiny. Deluxe. Scores.
Okay. I'm gonna give this a 73.
I gave it a 71. River gave it a 79.
Now, how the hell, Brandon Wu, do you give this such positive critique, such lovely critique, and yet I have a higher score than you? Make it the math ain't math in here. I gave it a sensible 74. Myx Chanel.
I was obsessed with her coming in this. I was like, this is so cute. And one of the few looks I actually remembered from like going into this. And again, giving very like Sailor Moon vibes, but I'm not sure if it's like fully Sailor Moon reference. But
it is. She posted an Instagram video where it was just full on Sailor Moon.
Oh, yeah, okay, gotcha. No, but this is so cute. Like I can tell where Myx was going for, and I was so pleased to see. And also the roller skates too. That was the other thing. Like love the roller skate moment. Is this the second time someone keeps coming through roller skates?
Who's the first?
Because Trixie.
Oh, duh. I think so. I don't remember.
Was that it?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I thought this was a very cutesy look. I didn't get the Sailor Moon reference because I don't know anything about Sailor Moon. But I really like the wig as well. I think I would have liked the fabric to be like a brighter pink though to really pop. But overall, I thought this was pretty good.
I thought this was one of the better entrances for me for sure. I'm not super adept on Sailor Moon, but I did get the reference immediately when she came in. I think all the detailing here is what I really, really love. I love the heart in the hair. The wig is really, really good overall. The look is clean. I love the knee-high stocking with a little bow on it. I think all of the pieces here are really, really well put together. Calculated, one could say maybe.
Yes.
So, scores.
I gave this a 90.
I gave this a 75. River gave it an 85.
I normally respect your low scores, David, but damn.
75 is not a low score. It's not. It's a good score.
I gave Myx a 92. Not his, not hers, not theirs, but our Tita baby.
Just when you thought that we were going, like we know what we're gonna see with Tita baby, like after her Instagram, and obviously this, like you can tell, like she like chose a very effective entrance look for this, and like this sold it for me. Like love this black gold sequin moment with the black fan, same thing with this headband, and just the purse with a nice touch. Like I love Tita baby so much.
Yeah, I really like this fabric. I think it's a very pretty fabric. It looks mesmerizing. But with that said, it kind of looks like she took fabric from the fabric wall and just kind of draped it around her. It's just a lot of fabric. But I still feel like it fits her and who she is as a queen, especially after looking at her Instagram. So it's not one of my favorites, but I'm not mad.
I think this is so smart. This is such a smart entrance look for Tita because it gives auntie energy. And she's leaning into the auntie energy. She's leaning into, oh, I'm just going to wear this good muumuu. This good muumuu in this good fabric. But that's the energy it's giving for me. And I'm obsessed with it. The wig is so good. The headband and the wig, the little fan coming in with the purse. Like, it just gives auntie energy. And I'm truly obsessed with this look. Now, I scored it appropriately. But I love this look.
Mm-hmm.
So, scores.
I give this an 84.
I gave this a 62. River gave it an 86.
I gave it an 82.
Okay.
Next up, Khianna with a K.
Oh, Khianna. Again, love the whole like fan spike moment here. I don't know if she's giving samurai in the samurai-esque in this. But I love this accent of blue. Like cuz like I love a royal, but also love the touch of turquoise in this as well. Also I'm sensing a theme with the shoes that everyone's wearing. The shoes. Cuz like I remember Angel wearing like those high pleasers. And with this is giving that same like high top style, which I'm like living for. Love the paneling on the heel itself as well. And again, I just love that the double spike fan moment again was obsessed with the spikes in her promo look, and the fact that I'm seeing her more giving spikes than anything else, which is great. Love her makeup here, and yeah, very solid for Khianna.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought this was stunning. I love the colors, first of all. And honestly, it kind of reminded me like she could have been like a character out of Mortal Kombat.
That's exactly what it gave for me too.
Yeah.
100%. 100%.
It's so good. It was definitely my favorite of the entrance looks.
This was a very, very good entrance for me. I wanted a bit more accessorization, I think is really the only thing. Like I wanted the earring to be a little bit bigger to match kind of everything that was going on overall. I just wanted the garment to be a little bit like bigger, like the shoulder piece here just to be a little bit bigger. But that doesn't detract from the fact that the look is really, really good overall. And her makeup here I think, is some of my favorite makeup on this season because we've seen it already be so different. And I'm really liking what Khianna's doing.
Okay, so really quick, she posted like the full look on Instagram, and it is Mortal Kombat inspired.
Okay.
Hey, look at us.
Yes.
Two people that probably have never played Mortal Kombat in our lives getting a Mortal Kombat reference. Yeah. Oh, I
did in the 90s.
So. Sure did not. Absolutely did not on my part. But scores.
I gave this a 91.
Okay. I gave it an 89. River gave it a full cup.
Oh. I gave Khianna an 87. Next up, J. Quinn.
Not gonna lie, I was very let down with this. I mean, obviously everyone did kind of clock it when she came in, just giving a bodysuit, and I mean, I would wear this, but as an entrance, and obviously you can tell with like within the crotch area, feels like it's a little unfinished. Like I feel like there should have been more like paneling when it came to like this, but I see where she was going with this because like I do love this antenna moment that she was going for, but I wish that was bigger. I really wish that was bigger.
Can I jump in real quick about that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because there is a bit of, I want to know what this headpiece is made from, because for me, and this is not shade, for me it looked like it was made out of hot glue. And if it was, that's remarkable. And I kind of love that ingenuity from her. So I would love to know whether it was, because it looked like it, because I've made similar art pieces to this out of hot glue myself. So I'm kind of like, if that's the ingenuity that she had with this, I absolutely love that. But go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Okay, so hold on. I'm going to take back on what some of I said, but it's supposed to be inspired by one of the K-pop members that she loves from aespa.
Okay.
So, now, obviously, very minimal here. Like her like Instagram look is much more elevated, and I don't think that is hot glue. So
okay, I kind of wish it was. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, the headpiece part was actually my favorite thing because I really didn't like much of what else was going on. Just kind of a boring, basic bodysuit with some stuff on it. I will say, just a funny aside, when we were talking about her, our first impressions of her in the main episode that we did, and I was looking at this picture and I'm like, oh, I didn't notice in the episode that her headpiece formed the word work.
Don't, David.
And then I was like, oh, never mind. That's behind her.
David. Yeah, I tend to agree. I think the headpiece was my favorite part. I like the sentiment of it being a reference to, someone that she idolizes. Unfortunately, it kind of falls short. It is, I would say, probably by far the worst entrance. It's still not bad, but it was just my least favorite. I'll say least favorite, not worst. Scores.
All right. I'm gonna give this a 68.
Okay, I gave this a 50, and River gave it a 70.
I gave it a 66. Next up, Yudipota.
Oh my god. This is so good. I need to know what this body piece is made out of because you can tell like the intricacies of where she was going because like not only is it symmetric, but the amount of like coloring and detail of like the specific parts, like not only within like near the neck piece and the hair, but you can tell it's like ombre to where things are like where they should be. Just oh my god. I really go ahead.
So she doesn't specify what it's made of on her Instagram. All she says is it's made of recycled materials.
Okay.
And as I kind of thought, because I thought I saw the reference, it's Iris Van Herpen inspired.
Oh, come
No
on,
wonder.
Jasmine Kennedy.
Mm-hmm.
Not this.
And this makeup too, because the near the eyes, it's supposed to like it's hard to tell here, but I'm pretty sure it's like supposed to resemble blue flames. But you can tell right like from her entrance, like she knew what she was doing here, and the way that it was like the way that she not only gave a very different look on the runway, like shows like again versatility. There was a reason why she was my number one draft pick, and I'm so happy that it's showing that what she's doing, and I am so happy.
Drink every time Brandon mentions the Yudipota was his first draft pick.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I really like this a lot. Especially the face. I'm just mesmerized by everything going on in the face. Just the whole shape of the outfit as well. Like I almost see a face in the outfit.
Yep.
And there's a heart. But the only thing that I kind of noticed like afterwards when I saw her walking around is from behind, you see she's just basically wearing leggings. So
And
I
that
didn't
is
love
my
that.
number one issue with the garment.
Yeah. But other than that, I was so into this.
Yeah, this piece that she has, this piece
This
is so
piece.
good. This piece is so good, but my number one issue is the fact that she's wearing lavender leggings. It really takes it out of the fantasy for me. But the makeup and this whole recycled piece is so good. I wish it was, if she just had a lavender bodysuit on underneath, it would have solved all of my problems, honestly. But because it's just a legging, I'm like, oh, girl, really?
Well, I will say this. It's an ombre legging that like went in effect with her shoes because the shoes aren't shown here, but it's smart that what she did here. So I
don't think it's ombre. There's like a very clear line.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, there's a very clear line between her skin and.
Oh no! Like the ombre to the legs, not like I know for a fact that it's just like lavender leggings.
Oh, okay.
So, but the ombre going into the legs to the shoe, like that's what sold it for me.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So,
scores.
I gave this a full.
So did River. I gave this an 85.
And I gave this an 86. Zymba ding.
How many inches is this wig? Because, whew.
I think it's probably closer to like 52, if I had to guess.
Yeah, because like it's
including the split ends.
Yeah, because like with her height, it actually goes down. Like if she were to like stand like straight, I think the split ends go down like just above the ankle, And I'm trying to reference this because I got to see Crystal Versace in a 50-inch weave, so it's probably somewhere along that, like between 50 and 60. I'm just like, oh, so good. Now with this dress, like I like it, and it gives like her, like it gives her aesthetic, which I really like about. So good on her.
Yeah, I really like the wig. That was the main part that stood out to me. I thought the outfit was a little simple, but it's cute. Like it feels like maybe something Georges would wear. But obviously, we can expect better things in this entrance look.
I love the wig, and I love her makeup. Scores.
Yeah, because of the wig sold it for me. I'm gonna give this a 71.
Okay, I gave it a 73, and River gave it an 88.
All right then. I gave her a 70.
Okay.
Because it's cute.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. Next up, Popstar Bench.
Ooh, this is so over the top, and I love it. The shoulder spikes, this huge hat, and the paneling of how, not only it's like the squares across, but also the way that the parts also like the diamond. It like she was smart on like where the placements are, everything. Part of me wished this was like, for me, like part of me wish it was like more skin tight, but still love like how like I wouldn't say bulky, but shaped it is, that I love. So again, the theme with the spikes with other queens that's not Yudipota, which I love.
Yeah, this was solidly in my top 3 entrances. I thought it was a great shape on her. I liked that it was a bit more curvy instead of skin tight. I love the shoulders. I thought the hat was great. Like that's a wonderful hat. I get what River is saying about the wig, but other than that, like this just gives me drag, and I just like seeing people wear like things that scream drag, and so this was great.
This was my favorite entrance look because it's very, very meticulously done, and whether she did it or whoever did it, they need to be praised for it. The hat with the shoulder spike, with the corset that's just a little bit different variation on this checkered pattern. The bodysuit fits really well. Just the drama of it, I really, really enjoyed. The makeup here is really cool. And it's very clear. I'm pretty sure this is a Sarah Geronimo look. I'm going to safely go ahead and say it's probably something that Sarah Geronimo did because that is who she impersonates. So I'm happy, if that's the case, I'm happy that she's coming in as that. And then we got to see more of who Popstar Bench is throughout the episode. So.
Yes.
Scores.
I gave this a 98.
I gave this an 82. River gave it an 84.
I gave this a 95. And last up, Maxie.
Just coming in with a clipboard.
I was so confused by the clipboard.
I
She
guess
didn't think to have something to hide her face.
I guess.
Girl.
But wasn't all impressed with this dress, if I'll be honest. And I mean, it does give brat, but still not. I mean, the bow's cute. I do like the buttons with this. Bless you.
Thank you.
But I do like the jewelry. Because you can it's like kind of along the wrist, but it's not wrapped on the right wrist. But I do like the wrist on her left arm. So like the necklace, like the wig, but again, this dress was
I'm kind of the opposite. I don't like the wig very much. I don't know. I think it's just too pale for me, and it doesn't really work for me. I think the dress itself is kind of cute. Like it's nothing extravagant, but it's good for an entrance look. This is a color that not many people can pull off, but it's not bad. I think I would have liked to see this as like a baby blue instead. But overall, I thought it was good.
I think this is the only part of the episode for me where Angel outdid Maxie. Because I'm not a huge fan of this. I think it's simple but effective to an extent. I wish the dress was longer. I need it maybe 2 inches longer because I want it to be more of the baby doll kind of effect. And here it's kind of just it's not giving what I want it to give. But the concept of the dress is cute. I think it's cute enough for an entrance. I'm neutral on the hair. I don't think the hair does anything necessarily for the overall ensemble. So overall, I think it's fine. So, scores.
I gave this a 64.
Ooh.
Damn.
So this was your least favorite. Okay.
Yeah.
I gave this a 78, and River gave it an 81.
I gave Maxie a 77. Because it's fine. So. Let's move to our runway. Category is Hometown Realness. And guess what? We just talked about her. We get to talk about her again. It's Popstar Bench.
What's her hometown again?
You are asking the wrong person.
You don't have that memorized?
No. I don't remember a couple.
Sorry.
So. Next. No, but I will say this again, like we said, extra, but I like this extra because it's funny how the front horse where she's supposed to be riding that one, and then of course it's 2 full horses on the other side. This killed me, and I really enjoyed this. And oh yeah, I need to pull it up because hold on, where is it?
It's pants.
Yep, OMG, it's pants. Because it was smart for her to wear these pants with this outfit, because and all the pearl / beading in that area, I was like, ooh, that is so meticulous. So work.
Yeah, I thought the outfit itself was very cute. I liked it a lot, and I really liked her wig. I don't think this picture shows it as well. I know you're limited with what you could grab here.
I did the best. I had to pull these myself, and I did the best I could.
Well, good job. The only thing that detracts a little bit for me is the 2 horses on either end. I just feel like they're not as elevated as everything else, especially seeing the horse in the middle. Why can't the 2 on the end feel dragged up too? They just feel kind of like plastic horses riding along with her. But overall, I still do like this.
Yeah, I find myself ending up honestly a little bit more neutral on this look, because I think I agree with you, David. I want the horses on the side to be a little bit more elevated and look a little bit more intentional. But I actually really like the jumpsuit that she's wearing. Like the beading, like you said, Brandon, I'm really obsessed with the beading on this. I wish we got to see more of it, but unfortunately the horse that she's riding is kind of preventing us from seeing that. But I love the pants. I think the overall ensemble for me is good, but I wish maybe she had taken an opportunity to get rid of the horses and show the look as opposed to just relying on the horse. Stop relying on your horses,
on those
Popstar.
horses.
Stop
Stop relying on the
those
horses, Popstar. But overall, I think it's a solid ensemble. Scores.
I gave this an 87.
I gave this an 82. River gave it a 96.
It's interesting. Okay. I gave this a 79.
Work.
Next up is Versex.
Now this I remembered because she was referencing Manila and New York.
Correct.
So giving like New York graffiti. And then also trying to see like what else is on there because it was so hard to tell. But it was smart for her to do this because like again the artsiness of it all, like even with the hat, I was very pleased to see with this. And I love this overcoat jacket, just so smart.
Yeah, I love the street art meets fashion of this. I think this is a stunning look for her. I really love the colors. Just this is a fashionista I wanted to see. I think this was the best thing she did this episode. I will say, she definitely needed that hat because the hat came off and untucked, and I hated the wig without the hat. It looks fine here, but without the hat, that was an ugly wig. But overall, I really like this.
I thought the exact same thing, David. I was like, I don't like this wig at all. The ensemble works for me in the way that I think Versex's fashion is going to work for me. It's not the biggest, it's not the most grand, but what she's presenting is very, very good. I like the coat, I like the hat, I like the jumpsuit. So overall, I'm not mad at this. I also love that in Untucked, she fully took off the entire garment and just changed into a jacket and shorts. I'm like, was the garment that uncomfortable, girl? But overall, I am mad. So, scores.
I gave this an 86.
Ooh, I also gave this an 86. River gave it a 97.
I gave this the same score I gave her entrance, which is an 88.
Okay.
John Fedellaga.
Oh my god. Again, fashion orgasm. Like this was so good. Again, I know we've seen this before when it comes to is a Filipina goddess or whatever or deity. I'm trying to remember.
I think this is supposed to reference Mother Mary.
Mother
They
Mary
said it several times on the runway.
Okay. I remember watching the runway. I was just like, oh, I was more like intrigued by the outfit. I wasn't paying attention to the commentary. But this was so amazing, and like the cape of it all. Like I know it looks like it's like kind of like eating her up, but it still works for me. Like that's how good this outfit is.
Yeah, this was the outfit I gave the highest score of the night. It just looks so expensive and regal. And I mean, honestly, if she's just representing her hometown and she feels like this represents it, then I don't mind if it's something that feels a little familiar. Because even though we have seen looks like these, they're rarely at this quality, especially the headpiece. But with that said, the headpiece, I do feel like between the headpiece and the cape, it felt like her head was just weighed down a little bit, and it was just kind of shrinking into this part here, and I just wanted to see it neck. So that's my one like small gripe, is that it just felt like her head was being squished.
I'm going to read into it ever so slightly, and I don't know if this is the case, but in a lot of iconography of religious figures, their heads do tend to be smaller, like represented in art. So I'm going to read into it and say that that was a deliberate choice on her part, because we know John to be very intentional about what they do. So I'm going to read it as such. And if it's not, hey, whatever, I'm still reading into it. I love this look. I think it's just so grandiose and so big. I love how big the cape is. The headpiece is gorgeous. The gown is gorgeous. Period. Guys.
I gave this a full.
I gave this a 92. River gave it a 94.
And I am full as well. Work, John. Just John.
Just John.
Just John. Next up is Maxie.
Yeah, so obviously when Maxie first came out, I was like, where is this going? And then turned around. Just so powerful on what she referenced, and obviously Jiggly gave praises to this, which like I'm so good. I love how it's like how Maxie also gender bended this too, but still like paid homage like very like cleanly. And I do like this ruffle moment down with where the like legs are.
Yeah, I agree. I like the gender bending here, the androgyny. I thought it was just a really good, classy look. I did have some issues because I kept noticing some wrinkling, so I wish it had been steamed somehow to fix that. And when she turned around, I didn't really like the writing on the back. But then once I realized what it meant, then I was like, okay, it works, because it said it translated to die in your honor. But yeah, the whole theatrics and performance behind it was very powerful. So I liked it a lot.
Yeah, I think the way that this look was presented by Maxie is really what sells it. I noticed a bit of wrinkling too. It seems like it might have been steamed and not fully steamed, because I only noticed a few of those wrinkles that you were noticing as well, David.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, I think it was a really powerful statement, and that kind of outweighs any of that for me personally. So I think it was just really, really good. Guys.
I gave this a 95.
I gave this an 85, and River gave it an 89.
I also gave it a 95.
Work.
Angel.
Another powerful runway. I remember Angel saying that where she grew up, obviously, of all the violence that happened, and that just shows sentiment of like where she's from, and like obviously that's not going to bring her down, and like, and I like how the knives are like not only within like part like throughout the garment, but also like acts as a crown as well. Because I would have like if I were to do this idea, I would just done like the knives around the body. I wouldn't have thought of the crown, which was so smart. So this is so powerful, and like it just shows that like what she knows what she's doing here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. It's a pretty look, but it's also a powerful look with its message. She looks great. I don't know that it's going to be the most lasting memory as far as a look goes for me. Also, I'm kind of intrigued by the fact that we got pretty similar theming between Angel and Maxie, and I'm wondering if that's going to be like a common theme throughout each episode.
I thought the same thing, and I'm really intrigued.
Like sugar and spice.
Yeah, I'm intrigued to see how their runway packages will
deviate.
Yeah. I'm hoping that it will,
Mhm.
but we'll see what happens. I think this is a really good look for Angel. The only thing I don't particularly love is the way that the dress is cut here. It's kind of a blunt, weird angle at the side of her leg.
Blunty.
No, it's just blunt.
It's just blunt.
Yeah, and I don't love it. And then the striping that's coming down the side, they both kind of just stop arbitrarily. And I don't really love that either. I wish it either continued down the dress or stopped. I don't know, but overall, it's a great look. There were just a couple of things that I would have tweaked, but scores.
I gave this an 86.
I gave this an 81, and River gave it a 93.
Brandon, we really need to stop doing this. I gave this an 86. I really need to stop.
That's 3 in a row.
And I don't think that's going to happen with Yudipota because I'm pretty sure we have the same score again.
Oh my god, this is amazing. The masquerade, not only with her mask, but the mask in the bottom of the dress. Like, come on. I would have not, because I would have not thought of putting like mask on the bottom of a dress. And I love how, again, referencing Masquerade Festival, which was so smart. And even the intricacies of like, it looks like a crown above the mask and during that dress. It's just so cute and adds a nice touch because this is amazing.
Yeah, it's definitely a surprise for me because I didn't expect this from her. I'm glad she's already showing range in the type of looks she can present. She can present glamour and beauty, and that's what we got here. I thought this was a great look. And I really was super into the masks at the bottom as well. I thought those were very intriguing. So yeah, this was I think my third favorite of the night. So very good.
I love that this is so different from what we expected from Yudipota, and yet it is still kind of leaning alternative in the way that the masks on the bottom of the dress do read as masks, but also in an interesting way read as skulls a little bit. And I kind of like that little touch of darkness to this. What I love the most is this hair and this makeup. And I'm, like you said, David, I'm really happy that we're seeing range from her. And I really, really enjoy her soft makeup. I think it's really, and we saw it in the challenge as well. In the challenge, she did it a little bit more severe. And I think I like that the most of the 3 makeups that were presented this episode. But I do love that we're seeing, and I'm glad that she built range into her runway package, knowing that it was probably something that the judges were going to ask of her. And I'm glad now that they can't do that because she's already shown it in the first episode. So, because she could have done like a masquerade kind of makeup, or she could have done something a little bit more alternative. I'm happy she went with the softer makeup here because it does show range. So, scores.
Overflowing.
For me, this was an 88. For River, this was a full cup.
And it is full for me as well.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, Khianna.
Referencing the Oro fish, which the scaling on this is so intricate. The comment that she made when Pao asked who made this, who sewn this, and I was just like,
the children.
But like, again, actual scaling to look like a fish, like that is so smart. And like even when you see it in the corset as well, like because part of me was like, again, that it doesn't necessarily like translate to mermaid scaling, but like you can still tell like the like how it's shaped and curved. It like she again they knew what they like when Khianna was making this with her drag sisters. Like they knew what they were doing with this, so it was great.
I really like this. This was by far one of my favorites. This is kind of the definition of couture. It's about the amount of effort and like detailing that goes into making a look to be custom to a specific person. So I thought she really showed so much effort here, and it just sold so well on the runway. I loved the wig, the contacts, the color of the scales. Everything was really, really strong for me.
Oh yeah, the contacts, that was also a nice touch.
Yeah, I think this comes together in a really nice way for me. The only downside I had with this is I just wish she had some accessories going on. Like I would have liked like a bracelet or something. What?
Accessorated. Right?
Yes, I would like this look to be accessorated. But overall, I love the ruffle happening around the neck. The dress itself is beautifully made. It wasn't one of my absolute favorites of the night, but it is still a very, very well done garment. So, scores.
I gave this a 96.
I gave this a 91. River gave it a full cup.
Apparently, I can't go a single round without matching a score with someone because David, I also gave this a 91.
Oh.
Dang, I thought it was going to be me this time.
Nope, it's David. Now let's see if this tradition continues with Myx Chanel.
Again, this was like I mentioned this at the recap, but this is really pretty. Because the flower in the front, and then of course like how pretty this dress is. Also love the nice touch on the face jewelry as well. Like in addition with the wig, it's just really pretty. Just really pretty.
Yeah, I agree. I wrote down very, very pretty. But yeah, there's a simplicity to the look, but it still like really works for me. It just kept me captivated the whole time she was walking down the runway. And I really like the wig she was wearing too. I thought that was perfect for this look. So very good.
Simple but effective is really just the best way to describe this look. I think it's a powerful look with it being so simplistic. The wig is great. Nothing is grandiose, nothing is major, but it still is a very, very well done look. So, scores.
I'm gonna give this a 90.
I gave it an 84. River gave it an 81.
And for the first time in several rounds, I did not match my score to someone else. Thank goodness. I gave this an 87.
Work.
Not his, not hers, not theirs, but our Tita Baby.
Now, when Tita Baby referenced what this was, but referenced the Marikina floods that commonly happen, this is when I knew that she knew what she was doing. Because the waves in the hair, the waves in the dress, the ruffles, like it's supposed to also reference the river as well. And like again, she knew what she was doing, and also versatility from Tita Baby. Because like when we saw on the Instagram, a lot of old Hollywood glamour, but this gave range. So very pleased.
Yeah, I said it on the other episode. This was kind of my surprise. I did not expect her to go this hard with the look on the runway, but I was so captivated by this. There's a lot going on, but it still works for me. The wig is my favorite. It's probably my favorite wig anybody wore tonight.
Yeah, I think this. I know I said that there were 3 looks that were like my absolute favorites, and I do stand by that. I think for me, this is my favorite look of the night because, like you said, David, it was a little bit unexpected from Tita in this, and I really appreciate that. and it still feels very akin to what we've seen from her so far. It's a classic silhouette done in this beautiful way with all of these ruffles coming down the dress, the ruffles on the side of the dress, the train, and then this wig. And I'm not a huge fan of the glitter sculpted wigs or the crystal sculpted wigs, but here it works for me because of the whole sentiment of what she's representing with the flooding and the river itself. It all just comes together in a really nice way. I would have liked it a little bit more if it was accessorized a little bit, but I'm not even mad at that because the look itself is really the star here. So I'm happy with it.
Yeah, I could definitely see like a sapphire crystal on the neck.
Something like that. Yeah. Something like that.
It's Saphira Crystal.
Okay.
Scores.
I gave this a 98.
I gave this an 87, and River also gave it a 98.
Flooding. I've invented a new score. My cup is flooding.
Too soon.
This is the only instance I will be using that score. Thank you. Unless there is another flood-based look on a Drag Race franchise
we do
that
we do say overflowing, and then when we said Ocean Gate, so
nope. This is flooding.
Yeah, okay.
Which is 100, David. Next up, J. Quinn.
I do like this wing moment here. And when she took off that part of the dress, I was like, "Ooh, okay, that's cute." Again, this was like one of my favorite things that J. Quinn did this episode. Gives like the very like again because it shows J. Quinn's nerdy side, which I really loved. And this is really cute. Love the wings, and it's so weird to like give like the contrast because like the contrast is of the red dress, but also like in this it's showing copper, but I know it's not copper, it's more so orange, but it still works so well. That's what I really enjoy about this outfit.
Yeah, I like this. I feel like it kind of fits her brand after going through her Instagram and seeing like she has some kind of like robotic or mechanical type
We
of
saw
looks.
one of them in the Instagram review. Yeah, I thought the same
One
thing.
of the looks I picked, so
Yeah, well, I picked it too, but I didn't get it. But no, I thought this was cute, and I think what I liked best is how she delivered it. She like really had a whole performance going down the runway and leaving the runway, and I really just thought she sold it as well as possible.
Yeah, I agree. I like this look. It's a little steampunk. It's a little like the mix of references is kind of where I'm losing it a little bit. It's probably a very specific reference to where she's from, and I'm just not particularly getting it. What brought it down a little bit for me was the I'm not even going to say it was a reveal, but when she takes off the ruffle part that we see on the runway here and just has the shorter dress, it's a bit of a clunky kind of transition, which I didn't particularly love. But it score-wise, this is I guess my least favorite look of the night, but it's still not even a bad look because what I love the most about it, like you said, David, is the way that she presented it. I was just like, don't take the helmet off because I also hated this wig. Like, no, thank you, ma'am. But scores.
I give this an 84.
I gave it an 85, and River gave it an 85.
I gave this a 77.
Okay.
And last up, Zymba Ding.
Oh my god, like this broke me. Because like when she first came out, I was just like, what is happening? And just so powerful. Trying to represent like what like both of her parents, they having leprosy. And again, this was so powerful. And I love how her makeup is so kind of like relates to this outfit as well. Just given the color accents. And obviously the skirt because obviously if you remember when she first came out, like she had the full jacket on and then like took it off and then just like, ooh, okay, like that just struck me.
Yeah, when she first came out, I was pretty underwhelmed by this. And if I didn't have any context, this probably wouldn't get an amazing score for me. Uh, and I usually try to go just based off how the look is and no other context. But I really couldn't help. I couldn't help it on this one.
It's
I
really difficult to
know.
to objectively score it.
Right. I actually like initially wrote down this did have my lowest score as far as a pure look. But just hearing the story behind it and what this means for her, and honestly, how brave this is for her to put herself out there because she's really not only making herself vulnerable by showing what her parents have gone through, she also made her own uh, kind of shame, I guess is the best word, for her parents. She just laid that out for everybody to see. So I just was very compelled by everything as a whole that was going on here.
If not anything else, she's got the nerve. And I love that she went this route with this runway, knowing that this is more than likely a look for a first episode, if not one of the first few episodes. And I'm happy that it feels like a very intentional choice on her part. The garment itself is not the most dramatic or extravagant. What I do like the most about it is actually the entire torso part, where it is this kind of textured kind of vibe, and I do really like that. The glove with the finger detailing with the stoning on that, I think, is also really, really good. The skirt is a little simple, but for the message that she's giving, I'm not mad at it. I do wish, objectively speaking, I do wish the garment was a little bit stronger, but the message is what really, really brings it home. So I am not mad at the fact that the look is a little bit more simple. There's enough detailing there as well that it kind of brings up the overall quality for me. So
yeah, this is the detailing for me. So
definitely scores.
I gave this a 93.
I gave this an 83. River gave it a 98.
I gave it a 90. So that is that. We made it through in less than half the time we took to talk about the episode in the recap, which you should go check out if you have not already. Go check out our episode recap for the premiere. There's a lot to discuss. But thank you for joining us for this episode of Look Over Here. Let us know your favorite looks down in the comments below. Make sure to check out the description where you can find our audio podcasts, our other YouTube channels, our Patreon, where you can get access to the Look Over Here episodes for all the franchises we are covering early, our social media, and where you can get your merch, including but not limited to cup, mug, signatures not included. And with that, we are all very tired, and so we are going to leave now. And we thank you. Cheers.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye now.
Bye-bye.